Hi, it's Marie with Boss Babe Models in Chicago. Let's talk about what you're going to do when you go to the agency for castings. Show up with minimal makeup, basic model uniform is women in their skinny jeans, their tank tops, and their heels. Guys, basically a t-shirt or a polo and jeans or some nice casual slacks and whatever shoes you feel comfortable in. The idea is that you want to present a modern physical approach. You don't want to have on a lot of makeup. You don't want to have your hair all crazy. You don't want to have a lot of jewelry on that's distracting. You want to try to present yourself in such a way that you look like you understand what the business is all about. All right, so that's my tip for today. Keep it simple. When you're going to see agencies, you need to bring some kind of a device to present your photos, to show them that you understand that that's part of your professional presentation. You want to have photos on there, bring your best 20. If your best 20 are just snapshots, that's okay. If your best 20 is some beautiful digitals that you might have shot in Chicago or in your hometown, that's okay. If you have a beautiful test to show, that's okay. The idea is you want to have a nice presentation, ideally not more than 20 to 25 photos, and have them arranged in a way that it creates some kind of a flow or some kind of logic. But bring something. Don't just stand there or sit there and expect them to do all the work for you. All right, so that's part of your tip in understanding your responsibility in the business. Let's talk about the tags on the bottom of your shoes. When you buy them, please make sure you take the tag off the bottom of the shoes. Don't just walk over the land and expect that tag to be magically removed from the bottom of your shoe, because it's going to be white and it's going to be obvious for a long time. So please be attentive to the details. Take those tags off the bottom of your shoes, because otherwise it just looks tacky. I'm just saying. All right, that's your tip for today. When you show up to a casting, whether it be at an agency or it be with a client, you always want to make sure before you get there that your Instagram is on point. The modeling business, the primary platform is Instagram. Wrap your head around that. Focus on that. And the point is, you want to make sure that all the photographs that you're posting, whether it be in your daily post, in your stories, in your highlights, in your Instagram TV, if you're inserting photos into there after you recorded it, always make sure that you're on brand, that all those photos are constantly reinforcing your skills, your talents, your personality, your ability to move in front of the camera, your professional attitude. So make sure you're always posting things that are in keeping with your brand. You're gonna make some mistakes in life. That's inevitable. Learn from them and move on. Try not to harbor any kind of shame or judgment against yourself that you weren't a perfect robot. Understand that we all make mistakes. We're all human. That's okay. You make those mistakes because you're going to learn from them, and then you're going to grow from them, and you're going to take that and you're going to make yourself a better, more established professional. So please have compassion and empathy and patience for yourself. Let's all make mistakes. Not intentionally, but let's all make mistakes and learn from them. That's my thought for today. In Chicago. Let's talk about gum chewing. No, 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 no. Do not chew gum, right? That means in your interviews, going on castings, anytime you're in any kind of a professional situation, do not chew gum. If you need to freshen your breath, which I understand, use a mint. But let's say if you're in the car, okay, you can chew your gum in the car, but spit it out really quickly, because you want to make sure you get it out of your mouth before you enter the building. All right, that's it. Simple, right? Do not chew gum. When you're going to visit anybody in the business, do research before you arrive. That means an agency, that means a client. If you're going out to lunch with another model, just show respect that you've done the research so you understand who you're talking to. I can't tell you how many times that I've had a conversation in the agencies that I've worked in, and I'll ask the model, tell me what you liked about our agency the best. And they'll go, I don't know anything about you. So my thought is, if you don't know anything about me, why should I care anything about you, right? So show that you're a considerate professional and that you're really enthusiastic about your business and that you really want to show up in a way that you can have a conversation that indicates that you cared so much, you did the research. Look at their website, look at their social media. You know what to do. You people out there in this era, you have no excuse not to do research. Going on a casting or interviewing with an agency, make sure you understand the value that you bring into that equation. Know your skills or your abilities and how you can be a wonderful performer while working for that client or being represented by that agency. Now, you might be wondering, what does that mean, Marie? Do you dance? Do you do martial arts? Are you a skateboarder? Like, what do you do? Do you do comedy? Make sure that you understand how awesome you are. And then that way, during the conversation, you can explain all that unique ability that you bring along with your fabulous self and your great professional attitude and your enthusiasm, because enthusiasm is contagious. So you want to make sure you're bringing something of value. All right? Dress the brand. Now, everybody is a brand in their own way, meaning your own individual look and style. So you want to make sure that as a professional model / actor / entertainer, you want to make sure that your brand is always on point. You want to make sure that your nails are done and that your hair is done and your eyebrows are done, or like, you just want to make sure that the whole package is always looking polished and professional, because you never know, you could be shopping with your parents at some random mall and bump into one of the most important photographers in your career, and you want to make sure you're looking on point. All right? So always dress the brand. Let's talk about your heritage. It's very important for you to know what your heritage is, essentially your bloodline, because it does come up in conversation a lot with clients and with agencies. So it should be part of your natural conversation. When they say, what is your heritage? You can say, oh, well, I'm this, and this. It's always very helpful because they just need to know so that they can better understand who you are. And also it's very important for you to better understand who you are because you should be proud of yourself, right? And all of your forefathers and what brought you to this place in your life. So get to know your heritage and be proud of it. Let's talk about time. You need to be respectful of it. If you have a booking, you should be there 15 minutes early. So if you're booked at 1 o'clock, you should be there by 12:45. Plan for parking, plan for bad traffic, plan for your coffee that you wanted to pick up while you were in the car on the way to the casting or the booking. But always make sure you plan ahead. Nobody wants to hear, oh, I didn't realize the parking was gonna take so long. No, you planned ahead, right? Because that's what a professional does. So if you have a booking, show up 15 minutes early. It shows respect to the client that you're really excited to get to that booking. And again, if you have an appointment at an agency at 1 o'clock, show up like 12:55, right? Just a few minutes early is a good thing because you never know who you might bump into in the elevator on the way. That's my tip for today. Let's talk about being open and honest and direct and frank with your agency. The agency, if you've got the right agent, they are your go-to during the good times and during the bad times. So if you're struggling with anything, it's important that you communicate that with your agency, because when your heart is being hurt in some way, like somebody in your family is having health issues, or maybe you're having financial issues or boyfriend issues or whatever you're struggling with, it's very important that you're communicative with your agent to make sure that you're working together as a team, right? It should be a team and you guys work symbiotically together. So please share that. Now, is every agent that open? Not necessarily, but you're gonna find that as you're going on your agency interviews to make sure that you choose the right person that you know will be a part of your team.